What's going on, Star Citizen fans? It's your boy, Rapper Spiritus, and I am back with another one. So today I am actually going to go to Dupree on Hurston, and I'm going to try to farm the Palatino armor. Now, I know a lot of y'all already done this, but I figured I'd try to make a somewhat quick and understandable tutorial in case you decided to want to go and mine, or as they say, scavenge or loot or whatever for the Palatino armor or farm for it. Just starting off, the first set of Palatino armor is actually going to be on if you're looking at the station from like the front of it, where you see either side, you're going to want to be on the right side of this, from what I understand. From what I've heard, it doesn't loot like on both sides. I'm not sure how accurate that is, but you'll understand why I say that later. But for this particular video, we're going to just say that we're going to start on the, like I said, if you're facing it, like facing the installation, it'll be the right. If you're looking out from the installation, let's say you come out where the landing pads are on the very top and you're looking straight out, it would be towards the left side. So we're starting there. And as you see, I'm coming to where the loading area is for cargo and stuff like that, where the landing strips are, where you can land on the side. Obviously, I didn't do that because it's hostile here, so I have to drive up. And I'm gonna tell you, Hurston terrain sucks. So in this particular instance, I just decided to drive my UTV up. Took me a minute, but I got there, came up the side, and I decided that this would probably be a lot safer, so I don't have to engage enemies as much. To go up the stairs and go around this portion, because there is a crane on the opposite side of that area where there's like a cargo, the cargo lift. You know what I mean? The the place where you put cargo and it goes down. But anyways, the cargo elevator. Sorry. So when you go around there, if you look right there, that's the crane you gotta jump on. Took me a minute to get this. I went for it, but I just continued to slip and fell, hurt myself. So I'm gonna try to get up there. But the first set of Palatino armor is on top in that little crane area. Again, it took me a minute to get there. So right here, I'm getting stuck, and I didn't get enough jump. But I will get it this time around coming up. I'm gonna try it one more time. I was getting kind of frustrated because I was like, man, I just fell off this thing twice. Like, this is crazy. And I had to heal myself. So I'm gonna heal myself, and then you're gonna see me bolt again. There's a lot of parkour in this video to do, so just kind of be aware. But I'm gonna go back up, and then I should be able to jump across and grab that first box, which is supposed to have the Palatino arms. So just so you know, that's where it is. And then we're going to move on to the next portion here in a second, and I'll kind of just give you direction on where to go. Alright, so now that you've gotten that first set of arms and that first box, now you're going to make your way to the main doors that are on either side of the installation. There is a office to the left, I do believe, when you go in, and you can kind of see where you're at as far as, you know, trying to make sure you have everything stocked. There's maybe some ammo in there, maybe a couple of little things, but I would recommend stocking up, because remember, this is a hostile place. But as you go in, again, you're going to go through that main door, which you typically, when you do some of those missions for the distribution centers, and you go through them, there's a main little corridor where sometimes there's just regular NPCs doing whatever work, nothing too crazy, before you get into the security controlled area. If you guys know what that is where you can either go left or right, or if you go forward, you have to go up the stairs, and then there's a door that'll connect either side of the distribution center. So in this case, you're going to when you go through that main section, you're going to fight your way through it, and then you're going to, when you get to that controlled area, usually where it's like controlled by whoever the manufacturer is over there, the corporation. In this instance, you're going to turn left, and then there's going to be that main open area where typically you battle a heavy NPC in other missions. But there is a place to the right where you're going to go drop down, and then you're going to find the other piece of armor. I apologize, I accidentally cut it from the video, but yeah, so you're going to go drop down, and then you're going to find the other armor there, which you'll see in just a moment. All right, so that's the drop down I was talking about. There's a big cylinder above me, so you'll drop down, and then once you go under it, like if you drop down, go to the right, you'll see where I entered, and that is the next box, which is going to have, I believe, the Palatino chest. There it is. So that's great. We're moving right along. So we now have the arms and the chest piece. So for the next little bit, you're going to go to the room typically where they have a bunch of 1SCU boxes, kind of like they look like it's in storage, and usually you battle a couple of NPCs, and then after that there's a big boss there. That's where you're going to go next to get the next piece of armor. So we're just gonna let myself mosey on through there, and we're going to get to that area real quickly so you can see that portion of where that armor is. Now this is the room I was talking about. You see all those 1SCU boxes that are sitting up there. So this is where you're going to find the next piece of the Palatino armor. And lucky for me, it looks like somebody was here not too long ago. So most of these NPCs are pretty dead. So if you just go down to the end of the opposite side of the room, and that in the middle of the room right there, there is a little shaft you can go in, and then that'll be the next piece of Palatino armor right there. And it looks like we have the backpack. So that backpack is located in that little cargo like warehouse type of place where looks like they're storing one SUU of cargo. Of course, I gotta move everything over because I'm basically just swapping everything out so I can have the Palatino armor. I just went in with a set of armor I didn't really care about, so that's why you see me just leaving those things behind. I'm trying to make room for this medical gun. Medical gun is important, even though I have a medical multi-tool. I just want to make sure, just in case, I have something else on hand. Now, when you're leaving this area, you're just gonna go literally straight across and get to this other room that's right across the hallway. So we're gonna keep going and go literally just right down there, and we're gonna go into that room straight ahead. And then basically what's gonna happen is we're going to go to the right, go up the stairs, and then right again to a red room. And here I go, going right. And then I'm gonna go up the stairs. And then I'm gonna look for, when I said the red room, so basically you're looking for right there, that little red rim around that room is the security area. Again, someone must have got here before me because all the NPCs on this side were gone, which is good for me. It just kind of made it really easy, and I'm glad all the stuff respawned. So now there's this looks like this access panel that goes under the floor. So you're gonna go under the floor, and then you're gonna go to the right, and then you're gonna have to go right again. You're gonna notice a big pipe and a fan above, so you just kind of crouch down to go under there, and it should be pretty straightforward. Don't mind me, I'm a loot goblin, so I have a tendency to want to check everything, even though I'm specifically looking for one thing. But yep, so you're gonna go, and like I said, if you look to the right, you'll see that big pipe, and then bam, there's a little fan. You're gonna have to bend down here. Now, this took me a second to get up. I realized a little bit later that if I just put my gun down, I'll get up there. So just bear with me as I'm trying to vault on top of here, because there's more parkour to get this get up here, because you have to jump a couple places. But again, I'm just kind of struggling here, so don't mind me being on the struggle bus. So finally I got up there, and now it's time to bolt across here, and then just turn around. There's the other one you see in yellow, fold across there, the next place, and then climb up, and then you're gonna vault one more time, and then there is an access door right here. You're gonna go down, and then you're gonna go to the right, and then it's gonna drop you into a security room, which is, it's like in the security room, but it's like their little armory. So you're gonna just walk across here, because again, if you've been in that little security area, there is like an office there, but this is the armory room. There it is. You can see they have Fresno here, they got grenade launcher, they got other stuff, and they have your next piece of Palatino armor. Now for me, whoever was here first got it, so there was nothing left here. Now I will go ahead and say this now, because you're going to see me do it later in the video, that I went to the opposite side and followed the same steps where I had to do the vaulting to get into this room, and they have it over there too. So there's actually on either side there is going to be your next set. I do believe the Palatino legs will be in here, if I'm not mistaken. So that's cool. So keep that in mind. If you don't find it on one side, you can go to the opposite side and get there. And you can actually take the elevator, which you'll see me go to here in a little bit, get to the opposite side if you need to. But in this case, like I said, I didn't notice that until I decided to try it later. But I went ahead and got myself a grenade launcher because obviously the grenade magazines are hard to find these days. So yeah, I went ahead and snagged it while I was here. Just looting around, seeing if there's anything else I need, which I mean, you know, let's face it, I'm only here for the Palatino armor, and I'm gonna go ahead and keep it pushing. But they got lots of stuff, like mega loot here, which is really cool. Now, sometimes there's NPCs out here, but they're gone. So I'm gonna take this elevator, I'm gonna go to the lobby, and from the lobby, when you come out, you're gonna go to the right, or you can go either side, but I go to the right, go down, and then take the first right at the stairs and go up the stairs, and that office that's overhead is where the next set of armor is going to be, which is like in a little server room. So you're going to see me go out here, and I do believe I go to the right, then yep, and then go up the steps. And then as you're going through here, there's going to be an office to the right, and you're going to go in there, and then to the left there should be an access to a server room, and in that server room there are two big boxes. One is a Palatino box, and the other one is just a big box for more armor. So you, again, if you're a loot goblin and you just want to just grab stuff, especially if you're with a team of people, there's lots of loot at these distribution centers that are hostile, which you can get the Palatino full armor set in. So again, I'm just looking around because I'm just, you know, greedy. And I do love the new inventory because I don't have to, I can just, you know, press I and it'll show me everything that I want. So I'm gonna go check out the box, see what we got. So I got everything I need here. Now, I was about to leave, but then I was like, let me go, you know, because I kind of, you know, I hate leaving my ship, you know, in places. I'm not a fan of doing that. So, or any of my vehicles. I hate it when people do it around the verse. They just abandon their ships. It's really frustrating, especially when it's someplace where you need to be, like on a landing zone where, you know, you're trying to do cargo or something. It's really annoying. Or if you have to rearm or refuel, it's really annoying. So I try not to do that. But in this case, you're going to find me doing that because trying to go back through this whole thing was not appealing for me. But again, I'm leaving. I was like, maybe I'll just leave. And then as I was going into the elevator and I saw I can go to the other security area, I thought to myself, let me just go ahead and see if they still have that same access hatch in the floor on the opposite security side. See if I can get, if there's a room back there, because you're gonna see me going there, but you know, the door is closed. And I'm like, okay, so maybe there's nothing behind there, but I just figured I'd check. So this is, I'm gonna realize this is the first room I'm at because there's that guy right there in the corner on the right. So that was the room I came in originally. I was like, let me go check out the other one, just out of curiosity. All right, so going in here, and I went to the office because again, I didn't think nothing about it. I was like, maybe you get into the security room, or maybe there's some indication that there's another thing here. But of course, there's nothing on the wall. There's no access panel to open the door. So I was like, bump it, let me go. But I was like, well, wait, let's see if they have the access hatch in the floor. So, and bam, there it is. So went down there, just followed the same exact steps.
Let's go.
Went to the right, looked for the big pipe and the fan above head, crouched down, and then did the vault thing. Obviously, I learned from the last time, put my gun away so I can actually bolt up the side, so you're not going to see me struggle like a crazy person. And there we go.
Bastard slipped away. Something's up. I'll get to the bottom of it and let you know. can't stay here.
All right, so of
Gotta
course
find
go
you
in
cover.
here, and I'm going to go across the beam. Now this dude is taunting me, and then I'm like, man, you know,
I
he's
need
kind of
some
getting on my
more
nerves. And
cover.
I was like, man, maybe I can, you know, peek through and shoot him. Then it occurred to me for a second that if I do that,
Tire yourself
I'm
out.
possibly going to hit a pipe and blow myself up. And the last thing I want to do is blow myself up on this excursion trying to get one that's taunting me. So I went to that other security office and I looked down, and what do I see? The orange box. The orange box is right there. So I don't know, from the video I saw, it said that it doesn't spawn on both sides, but it spawns on both sides for the security area. And of course, let me go ahead and hit that eye so I can see what's in there.
Get away like that.
And bam, look at that. Palatino legs. That completes my whole set, the yellow set of Palatino armor. That is thebomb.com. I'm super excited. And because of this, I was like, you know what? I'm not trying to trek my way all the way through this place again to get out. I have my Space AK in my backpack. And plus, I'd have to drive a hell of a lot way on Hurston, which terrain is bullshit, to get back to my ship. Bump that. I'm logging out. And it actually let me log out in a hostile area. It was cool. So I'm going to go ahead and just stop the video here. But I hope this video was helpful. And of course, if you guys liked it, you know, go ahead, give me a thumbs up, like, subscribe, share my videos. I appreciate all the help I can get to help my channel grow. You guys are thebomb.com. But as always, it's your boy Raptor Spiritus. You guys stay safe out there, and I will see you in the verse.